nigga like me. A nigga like me. Shawty need a nigga like me. A nigga like me. Mommy need a nigga like. I like a bitch with a fat back. B-H-A-T with a stack rack. Long hair, don't care. Hood bitch, let me fuck her in the chair. She walk that booty talk. I'm tryna talk that coochie, y'all. She a hot little bitch, stay fresh. She be all on my dick like latex. Have you ever fucked a project, nigga? Said she want a thug, baby, I'm that nigga. You ain't think gang, these lames hating on me. I ain't tripping cause I got that flame on me. And I'm on, tell her wipe me down. And I take her through the town and I pipe her down. I'm a motherfucker free, squeak when you fucking with a nigga like me. I like them hoes with a ghetto ass. Type of booty make a nigga run and spend his cash. She ain't looking for a trick, she want a project nigga. Young B, she want a nigga like me. A nigga like me. Shawty need a nigga like me. A nigga like me. Mommy need a nigga like me. A nigga like me. Shawty need a nigga like me. A nigga like me. Mommy need a nigga like.
Shorty fly backside like a bumblebee. I got her head stay fly, so she feeling me. Coupe on stainless, watch gon' Venus. Got the city high like we chillin' on Uranus. Yeah, ghetto booties keep the party crackin'. Keep a couple rubbers, ain't no telling what could probably happen. Bros all in here, chicks all in here. Bottles everywhere, niggas capping all in here. Project nigga with that pretty boy swag. Bagging all her ratchets, got them sucker niggas mad. You know how I do though, tag it in as you bro. She say she love the team, but we just pass it like a Newport, yeah. And then it's on to the next one. Only pretty girls, I just need me the best one. Sorta drunk, but her head game hella dumb. I can't lie, man, this bitch got me hella strong.
I like them hoes with a ghetto ass. Type of booty make a nigga run and spend his cash. She ain't looking for a trick, she want a project nigga. Young B, she want a nigga like me. A nigga like me. Shawty need a nigga like me. A nigga like me. Mommy need a nigga like me. A nigga like me. Shawty need a nigga like me. A nigga like me. Mommy need a nigga like.
Baby Borough Gang, Venus and Serena. She dance on the dick like a crippled ballerina. Fuck her face like a ring, dog the pussy like a Trina. To the face like a condom, beat the pussy like it's Tina. I try to in Patron till she squirting like a fiend. I have a feeling off herself off this pure Macarena. A couple of money stacks out, she feeling like Xena. Hercules dick and I break her like Tina. But what's up, baby? Is she your baby? I'm screaming out, why send it y'all go crazy? I'm a project, baby. You know I'm crazy. I fuck her so good, she be like, hold on, baby. Nigga, your old lady, it's my new baby. I put the dick aside, she like, don't go crazy. On a ring nail, I fuck her off a clean-nail. Hit it from the back, now she screaming out the details. Chill.
I like them hoes with a ghetto ass. Type of booty make a nigga run and spend his cash. She ain't looking for a trick, she want a project nigga. Young B, she want a nigga like me. A nigga like me. Shawty need a nigga like me.
Yo, what's up, man? What's the deal, man? It's your player partner, Bobby WHJ. We're going to get into some content, man. Can we get into some content? We are going to get into some content, man. I'm currently setting up my studio. Still got a couple more things to get. Man, we got to holler. Let's get into this together, man. Let's exchange some pointers and all this type of shit, man. I got a mic. I got some big ass lights. I got a few cameras. I'm just working with them and saying what's the best one. I got that iPad I showed y'all last night. That was the latest iPad until they just dropped the new iPad. Nigga, how the you gonna pull up and you stay way out there? You heard me? And I stay way out chill. You heard me? Hey, nah, but respectfully, I don't be inviting everybody to my house. Like, you feel me? You know, I be running things out of my house for right now. And I say like in this January, motherfucking in like April, I'm gonna go over here and fuck with my folks and get an actual studio, like, so I can start inviting people down to the studio and we can get this content. And then another thing that I want to do, man, I want to start getting these kids and on my platform, give them one night to where they can come on here and they can acquaint themselves with how to do this podcast and shit and all this and all that, man. We got to start showing what it is that we know away from the streets to the kids that's still in the streets to get them out of the streets. Like, you feel what I'm saying? If we can show these kids, man, you can be monetized for coming on here just giving your opinion about things, even though they may be crazy, maybe unorthodox and all that, but you can get this paper. Like, you feel what I'm saying? You know, we got to get these kids. I know how to write books. I got a book. I got 2 books on Amazon. I got Lyrics from My Reality. That's a book of poetry just depicting things that I didn't seen coming up in the Pure Course housing projects. Then I got the other book that I did. It's called Bobby A. Jones Present Infamous Courts. And what it's about is just me taking real or things that can be perceived as being real situations from Imperial Courts housing projects and falsifying them and giving them to you all in the form of these fictional tales. If you haven't gotten the book so far, please go over there and get the book. If you would like the book, and you are an avid supporter of mine, I want to bestow the book upon you free of charge. And I'm talking about the people that's been here A1 since day one. Like, they've been rocking with me. They've been here. You ain't got to pay for the book. All you got to do is say, I want the book, drop the email, or hit me over there on Facebook, and I'll make sure that I get you a copy of that book, man. You feel what I'm saying? Real good book. So what we're about to do, myself and an amazing brother of mine, a guy that I look at as being family, we're going to start shooting these stories out of the book. So once you read the book, just know that the actual stories are going to be shot, and we're going to start shopping that around and all this and all that. But let's get into this content, man. I'm going to be doing some content. Bobby Ye reacts to Big Homie CC interview about Adam 22, Trump, the Epstein files, and all this and all that. Those Epstein files, man. Listen, by the time they release them Epstein files, it ain't gonna be the Epstein files no more. That shit is either gonna be redacted or it's going to be reworked, falsified, and presented as the original files. But we know, like, nah, it's too many people, that have societal value. You know what I mean? Presidents, governors, multi-billionaires, and all that, who names is in those files, the different documentation and all that, man. And if they release that, man, they may lose control over the minds of the average thinking people. So they're not going to release it in its entirety. And when they do release it, man, it's going to be so heavily redacted, changed, things is going to be omitted and all that. They might as well just keep them motherfuckers, and y'all just increase your vibration to where you don't need a person to tell you what to think, how to think, and why you should be thinking what you think. And if you increase your vibration, man, it comes to you intuitively. You just feel it. Like, you ain't never walked in a room like, nah, this ain't my crowd. But everybody seemed cool. Everybody in that motherfucker vibing and all this and all that. But it ain't your crowd. You know it ain't your crowd because your intuition had told you, man, what the fuck is you doing here? This ain't your crowd. You feel what I'm saying? So increase those vibrations. Let's get into this video. I think I pulled it up. If I did not, then I will take the liberty to do so now. Let's come up out of this right here. But how y'all feeling though, man? That's the question. How y'all feeling, man? How that mental health doing? How the physical health is? How's your spiritual exploration? Have you been exploring yourself, man? Let's go to this right here. Yeah, hey, shout out to the Reckless Podcast. He's the one that sent me this alley hoop, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So we're going to get into it. Let me pull it up. Hey, but Reckless Podcast, if you in Vegas though, family, I don't mind running content what you like. We can go get some lunch and sit down and have a gentleman like discussion and all this and all that. Like, you feel me? That ain't no thing. Like, it's just right now, and I'm currently doing what it is that I be doing out of my sanctuary. Like, and I never really been heavy on, inviting people into my sanctuary. Like, you know what I mean? All right, we got the content. Let's pull this up. Let's do this like this. But before we get into this, man, like we gotta understand. Hold on. We gotta understand what our households is. Your household is a place. It's supposed to be a place where you come decompress, get ideas, recharge, get focused. You know what I mean? Have that relaxing type of moment every time you cross that threshold. Your house is supposed to actually be a charging station. You know what I mean? To get you recharged, rebooted, to go out there and deal with this cruel, cold, and capitalistic world. You feel what I'm saying? But without further ado, let's bring this up right here, man. So I haven't watched this in its entirety. I watched probably like the first minute, maybe minute and a half. So we're gonna be watching this together. It's like 20 minutes. I ain't gonna go through all of it. You know, I'm gonna stop and express key points. At key points, I'm gonna stop and express. I ain't playing with these Jets, man. For y'all that don't believe that we're going to be going to war soon, I believe, this is my personal opinion, within the next 10 years we may be entering into World War III. You feel what I'm saying? It's inevitable. We got to go to war. Some people like, how we got to go to war? Oh, he said on the live, fool. For shake it out. Reckless, you going live? I will subscribe. If so, most definitely, I can pull up. I'm currently setting up my studio. Still got a couple of more things to get. Yeah, we just gonna bring Brother Reckless up, man. Brother Reckless, if you are free and you gave me this alley hoop, man, you know what I mean? I wanna oh, that's the wrong thing right there. I wanna give you the option to come up, man, to see what's your thoughts about this video that we're about to get into. So Reckless, the link is right there. Come up if you choose to, but let's get into this content. We'll be waiting on you, brother.
Well, I was told some spooky things. Let's get into this.
Go ahead, Chloe.
Shout out to Fresh TV. Shout out to you. I'm using your content. Just want to give you some acknowledgement. Appreciate you. Thank you.
You seeing right now certain YouTube channels say we don't know how we gonna function because Trump cut USAID. Why is the government funding certain YouTube channels?
Adam 22, Agent Provocateur. I mean, even going back to, programs that was created and funded by the United States government, like the Ghetto Informant Program. The United States government don't mind giving validity to, don't mind giving maximum exposure to individuals that can help them carry out and execute their agenda. So when we talk about Adam 22 and why ain't nobody did this to Adam 22 and all that, we know why no one has taken the initiative to do something against Adam 22, because he's protected two ways. And then you got to start asking yourself, these individuals that are giving their loyalty and their devotion to Adam 22, did he get them initiated into what he's into? I'm not at liberty to speak about that. Because when you start going deep into that, it can potentially get you hurt immediately. It can potentially get you in the page is the least of my concerns, you feel what I'm saying? But it can get your page to when you offend certain people or you address certain things, so on and so forth. But I will tell you this, to anybody that'll listen to me, remember Bobby Gay told you this. Signs and symbols is for the conscious mind. A lot of y'all don't recognize the signs because you have never been initiated into a certain way of thinking, perceiving things. You know what I mean? So when these signs be going up, a lot of you all are unconscious to it. You feel what I'm saying? But I be seeing signs on this all day, like, oh, okay, that's what that is. Oh, okay, for sure. Adam did this and he did that. Oh, I see what it is. Even certain people that be around Adam. I need you to think outside the box on this one. Even certain individuals that be around Adam, they engage in certain symbolisms to allow the world, those who are conscious to see who they are, what they represent, and what they are on. We're going to bring Brother Reckless up. Yo, what's the deal, family?
Man, you already know. Let me wipe my feet off before I come in the house, man. Shouts out, salute to the bro, Bobby A, man. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all know what it is, man. Appreciate you having me on.
Hey, it's always a pleasure, brother. Let's get into this content, man, and I appreciate this right here. And I want to know, what's your opinion on it. So, just let me know whenever you want me to stop it so we can dialogue and get into it.
Hey, you
Yeah.
go ahead, man. Hey, this is your platform. You feel me? When you stop and you want to chop it up, hey, I'll just interject and give you my 2 cents.
Nope. Listen, do I think for you?
Of course not. You feel
Okay.
me? But
Do we
great
share the
minds think
same?
alike, though. But
Okay,
great minds think alike.
and that's what I'm trying to introduce you to. If great minds think alike, if there's ever a point in the video that you would like to expound upon it, let's stop it and let's expound upon it. You feel what I'm
All right,
saying?
I got you. I got you.
Yeah,
It's all
for sure,
fair. It's
man.
all fair.
And that's all I ever want to be is fair, you know what I mean? Because you probably see something that I don't see. And going back to what you just said, great minds think alike. 2 heads is better than 1. You probably say, man, pause it there. We expound upon it. But let's get into it, man. I appreciate you for coming up, brother.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Same reason why the U.S. government was using USAID to power drill rap artists in foreign countries.
Talk to him. Talk to him.
Adam 22, his name is Adam Grand Mason.
Mm-hmm.
His father was an actual master mason, like the highest degree you can get. He was pardoned by the Clinton administration for illicit activities.
Damn.
All we see is divisive COINTELPRO type activity, promoting nonsense.
Definitely.
Just like we seen. I hate the fact that my city's culture spread across the world. Nigga, I'm over here in Africa. Nigga, seeing niggas claim 63rd, bro.
Oh, damn.
When you look at what's going on, look who's behind those labels that push that message out. The same people who own BET, Black Entertainment. You literally watching people gear up for the Black Entertainment, the BET Awards, a company owned by the president of that company, of Paramount, is a Jewish lady.
Speak on that. Talk. Because I don't mean to cut you. I told people, man, y'all been BET is not owned by Black people. Go ahead.
It's not owned by Black people.
Well, at one point in time, it was owned by a Black guy. What was his name? Like Robert Johnson or some shit like that.
Yeah, I remember him with the glasses. Yeah.
When we was coming up, it was a Black media ran company. You feel what I'm saying? But why you think we are so quick to sell our golden geese? Because now,
man,
let me go ahead.
The keep it all the way 100, bro. Just be it all boiled down to money, bro. You feel me? We seen many people sell out their integrity, sell out their goodwill, sell out the better half of their judgment to deal with certain individuals just because they can get a dollar amount financially from it.
But this is the thing: if you got a golden goose, the golden goose is gonna produce the paper. So it can't be solely about money because you got a golden goose. Every time this motherfucker give you a golden egg, you can run up 100 million off that. You feel what I'm saying? You got something that's exclusive and unique to you and you alone. Why would you take this golden goose and go sell it to somebody else, man? Shit,
Because maybe that
live on
goose,
your own.
maybe that goose can only fly so high under, you know what I'm saying, that management, under that pair of hands. Maybe that golden goose could be turned into a platinum goose if he pass it off to somebody else that has the utilization to be able to do more with it. People, connections, so on and so forth. Even more money to back it.
Look, having a golden goose, the only thing that'd be more, and now we're just speaking about mythology, everybody. We're not talking about literally, right?
Right, this is hypothetical.
Analogies, hypothetical, right? The only thing that can surpass having a golden goose is having a Midas touch to where everything you touch turns to gold.
Facts.
Would you sell the Midas touch?
Oh, that's a big no go. That's a big
So
no no.
so why would a nigga sell a golden goose? It makes no sense. It can't be about money because this golden goose produces money. You feel what I'm saying? And when I say
True.
the golden goose, BET, it was in a league of its own. It was creating a whole lot of money, creating opportunities for black people who were overlooked in the industry and all that. It was that thing. It had to have some type of value. If the Jewish folks came in and said, we want to buy that.
Facts.
Russell Simmons, go ahead.
But we know more money, more problems. Maybe he couldn't handle the problems that
That's
Golden
nigga.
Goose brought
No,
with him.
no, that's nigga shit, Edie. That's nigga shit. More money, more problems. That's nigga shit for us. Cause you got white folks that got billions upon billions of dollars. I think they even got hundreds of billions of dollars. You don't see Elon Musk saying, "Oh man, it's more money, more problem." So I had to sell Tesla. Then had to get everything. I'm just saying, right or wrong though.
No, that's facts though.
You don't
Hey,
hear
that's
Bill
facts.
Gates and all these white billionaires saying more money, more problem. They saying, how can I diversify my portfolio and do this and do that to create opportunities to make more money? They want more money.
Right. They
So
want to branch out for more endeavors, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
that's what I'm saying. The money is good. The money is power. And listen, man, when I was like 13 years old, my mama told me, yeah, a man in America without money is a man without power. The money is the power.
Facts. Facts.
The motherfuckers that's pushing Trump to do what he's doing is motherfuckers that got so much money, it's innumerable. You can't even count the money. The money is the power. A
And I
motherfucker
mean,
don't.
and just to interject on what you saying, just to add, some seasoning to it, bro. I remember growing up in the era where we was watching BET, bro, in the
Right,
90s. Rap
right.
City, The Basement, 106 in Park. It hit different. BET ain't been the same since like, I want to say like 06, 05, oh 07, bro. BET
I think
didn't hit the same like it used to.
I think BET started falling off like 08, 09. Because in 07, it was still some semi-good shit there. Now I don't know what's relevant, what's current, what's cracking, what's popping on BET is bullshit.
Facts. Facts.
They done turned it to some shit that doesn't even resonate with black folks, especially black folks that got a little game or intellect about themselves. Like that shit is trash, it's bullshit. But you see all these black people selling these in some cases, multi-millionaire, multi-billion dollar businesses. Why you think Russell Simmons sold Def Jam? So my question is individuals been threatened in the same fashion that they used to go into these ghetto communities and say, listen, you or these black communities and say, listen, you either sell us these businesses so we can make this freeway, or you sell us these businesses so that we can do gentrification and bring it up to our standards, move our people back in, or we're going to take your business, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Do you think it's under stress and duress why our people sell these multi-billion dollar businesses?
Yes, most definitely, bro. I'm gonna add to that. It's that right there, and it's also being railroaded, being roadblocked. We only go get you so far with what you know, and with the people and the relationships that you have with certain individuals. Just like Kanye said, Kanye's like, I could make Adidas $1 billion, but y'all won't sit me at the board of directors at the table to come up with product ideas, to come up with different designs. Y'all won't give me access to what I want access to. I want that door, but y'all want to give me this door. No, I want to get in over here to this door. But no matter how much money Kanye made Adidas, they wouldn't open that door for him.
Right. And just thinking outside the box, but piggybacking on what you said, Kanye can easily make Nike billions of dollars, which he did with the original Yeezys. He can
Fact.
easily make Adidas billions of dollars, which he did with the Yeezy 2s and the 380s and all this and all that. He can easily make Louis Vuitton billions of dollars, which he had, but can Kanye West make Kanye West billions of dollars?
Facts.
Because
Facts.
it seems like when our people make billions of dollars, it has to be in conjunction or in partnership with white folks.
Nah, that's
If
facts, bro.
if Jordan left Nike today, if they just cut it off and they allowed him to maintain the Jordan name, we gonna keep everything prior. These is our shoes, but you can take the brand and go do whatever you gonna do with it. Do you think Jordan still make billions of dollars if he lost rights to the retros and he and he separated himself from Nike, do you think we'll still support Jordan like we did when he was under Nike?
We'll probably support him even more just because of how Nike did him.
I don't think so.
I think we would. I think you slap a Jordan brand logo on anything that's a shoe, brothers is go cop it just because of it being Jordan.
We don't wear anything outside the retros, Ken, folks. Everything outside the retros and the other one. Even you remember the Team Jordans, right? Back in the days, the Eddie Jones, Kevin Garnett's, and all that. They call them
Yep.
motherfuckers Mexican Jordans. When we was kids, them motherfuckers was popping.
Nah, that's fact.
Yeah, now niggas don't wear anything outside the retro. If it ain't retro, we don't want it. You understand what I'm saying? And
I feel that.
see, look, Shaquille O'Neal, a very astute thinker, very just an amazing businessman. When he departed from Reebok and started his own Shaquille O'Neal brand, did we support Shaq? Hell no. We said, man, them like them Walmart shoes, them like Payless. So when our people leave these corporations, these Caucasian Jewish corporations, and go independent, it's like we don't see value in them anymore unless they're backed up by some white folks.
Nah, that's facts though, bro. That's facts. I mean, is it because of it being backed up by the white folks, or is it because they the ones that own the factories that have this produced? They own the rights to certain things. They own different connections and different media resources to give you that promotion, to give you that push. You know what I mean? Like I said, us being black, we only got so many connections. Our hands and reach only reach out so far to whatever we trying to do. Everybody's gonna need help to get to that top. Might need a little, you might need a lot, but we all gonna need some type of assistance or some type of help to reach to that plateau where we trying to get to.
But why? And let me tell you why I'm asking this. But why? And I want to give you this right here. We determine what's hip, what's hot, what's popping, what's cracking. My mentor once told me black people have this unique ability of assigning value to everything but themselves. If we determine what's cool, what's trending, what's popping, what's fashionable, why the fuck do we need them for anything? Back in the days, we had something called the Chitlin circuit. You heard of that, right?
Facts. That's the low budget circuit when you hitting the hole in the wall clubs.
Yeah, but individuals was making enough money to sustain themselves, their family, and a large part of their community by us just being independent, self-sufficient. Once we get back to that, once we get back to supporting each other independent of the white man, then we'll start producing more 100,000aires, millionaires, more billionaires, because now we are recycling our money. Our money is generated, created, and shared amongst ourselves. If we just start, doing things in-house like everybody else, the Africans is up on it now. They don't want to buy this, buy that, buy that. They're going to go to Uche down the street and they're going to buy the goods from Uche. And they learned the game from the Jewish folks. This is what the Jewish folks do. The Mexicans do it now too. When we was obsessed with wearing Tommy Hilfiger and all this shit, the Mexicans went and created some shit called Tommy Wear. When we was wearing Nikes, Jordans, and all that, they'll always go in there making knockoff, and people will go buy them knockoffs. So now they in a position to where they can wear the real thing, and we trying to figure out how the fuck we gonna pay rent next month. But getting back to the question, like, you know what I mean? Why? This brother in this interview right here, he says that he's in Africa, right?
Yeah. I'm glad. Speaking of, not to cut you off, yeah. Shout out, salute to the bro, big homie CC, man. Y'all go tap into his channel, man. Y'all know I've linked with him. I'm trying to I already talked to him backstage. We got an interview set up, just a couple of more details to get into, but he'll be on the channel soon. But yeah, he's back in the States now. He was in Africa for 11 months, almost a year, before he came back.
Right. He said that the culture in his city went over to Africa, and you got people in Africa saying that they from 63rd. You heard that too, right?
Yeah.
So they identify with our culture. They look at us as being individuals that are worthy of emulation, so on and so forth. So that means that we can potentially have a relationship with these brothers because they already embrace the culture and the community. But you got white folks telling us, oh, the Africans don't like y'all. Africans, how the fuck how they dislike us and they hate us and they damn near replicate or they embrace and love everything that we put out. So if we got a market over there in Africa, how about we tap into those markets and start import export? So when we want goods and we want this, that, and third, how about we just tap into Africa? Ibrahim Traore got all that motherfucking gold over there. How we tap in with him and start opening up our own jewelry shop so we can stop spending our money with these Indians who don't like us, don't respect us, these individuals from the Middle East who don't fuck with us, don't respect us, and these Koreans. Why
And
can't they
not
come
to
to your
mention they
jewelry
sell,
shop?
and not to mention they selling low tier and low quality gold at that.
Right. For an overinflated price. So, like, why would we run to Johnny Dane to get some gold and Birdman's a bigger name? Why we can't go to Birdman's spot? He like jewelry. If you motherfuckers like it so much, go get it, bring it back, and put us up on it. Like, we got to go to Johnny Dang and we got to go to the dude in New York called Trax. And this dude in New York named, are you familiar with Trax New York?
Oh yeah, the Arabic, yeah.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
that motherfucker's one disrespectful ass nigga. And
He really is.
And if he invite a brother down there and a brother declines his invitation, he got some negative shit to say. He want to go on a brother pass. He want to try to expose a brother. Why? Because niggas don't want to fuck with you. But is these the type of people that we should be spending our money with? Hell motherfucking no, nigga. If you got a jewelry shop, nigga, you got custom jewelry, custom grills, and all this, nigga, I should be coming spending my money with you, my nigga. Because I know once you get on, you going to put other motherfuckers on in the community.
Facts. I mean, let's keep it all the way 100, yay. To keep it all the way 100, y'all shouldn't be buying jewelry no damn way. If you want to keep it all the way 100, you feel me?
Wow.
Why y'all spending hundreds of $1,000s on something that's going to depreciate in value? You feel me? Invest in some stocks, some bonds, some CDs. You know what I mean?
Right. So you don't wear jewelry?
Nah, I don't even mess with jewelry at all, bro.
Oh man, I'm gonna put on my jewels, man. I'm gonna do my thing tonight, man. It's for my folks going back to the back. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, but for those who are inclined to wear jewelry like myself, just make sure you got your priorities straight. But this is the thing about jewelry, man. I'm not gonna repeat how much it is on my neck and all that. I don't want motherfuckers to start scheming and hurt me.
No, that's your business. That's your business.
But if I fall on hard times, this shit can go to the pawn shop.
Fact.
So even though it doesn't depreciate that much to where you can't use it as a commodity to get you back on your feet if you slip off. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, your jewelry is definitely still an asset. It's still an asset.
Right. And gold right now is the highest that it has been in the history of the gold market. But look,
gold and silver. Gold and silver is up right now, bro.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, gold and silver.
Right. We're going to jump back into this content with Big Homie CC, man, and we are going to commentate when we feel it is necessary.
None of the labels that are pushing murder music is owned by black people. Look at the activities that they've taken place over at Pop Austin. Another white dude. Look what he's doing over at No Jumper. Another white dude.
Right.
It ain't suspicious to nobody.
Yeah.
Lil Pump, shout out Big Hen.
That shit about
in the bodyguard sphere, Big Hen is Lil Pump bodyguard from Chicago.
Okay.
Lil Pump on one of his early tours, when he was years old, Adam 22 was on that tour.
Right.
Lil Pump says that him and his girlfriend, who were both 16, were having intercourse, and Adam was recording it on his phone.
The fuck?
What?
These are facts. Also, if you go into Reddit, you can find old tweets of Adam saying he would produce videos of kids having sex.
Never.
Oh, damn.
Nobody seems to care on that side of the world. That's very suspicious.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, when I was going back and forth with these people, somebody was spending money to have bots show up on any place I showed up on live.
That's
so
crazy.
You mean to tell me that niggas got money to spend thousands a month on this? To try to smear somebody? And it's just awfully strange to me that when real life had me up there, loose cannon, documented woman beater, Coffee, a straight clown who said his appearance was AI, He's currently in jail right now for being a woman beater.
Mm-hmm.
Loose Cannon is having separate court hearings. He telling, then you got the white dude.
Then you got old boy right here. Will said, old boy, the Putty Flacco cat. Said he got a case also. I ain't heard about that. But
Flacco was arrested for harassment years ago. And he's an FBI witness against other people.
The fuck? Pause, cuz.
Look at
No. We gotta stop this.
What?
If it's any validity to what this brother is saying, then why is these certified street dudes, I don't want to say gang members, why is these certified dudes who were organically born and raised and produced by the streets in concert and in connection with these dudes with these type of allegations and accusations on their name?
Because a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't do their research. They just rocking with people off the forefront image of what we see. They don't deep dive and go into the background image. They just looking at the forefront image.
Right. So my question is these cats gonna give Adam 22, Poetic Flacco, and everybody else that big homie CC just named, is they gonna give them the same energy that they was giving to DC Baby Draco?
Speak on it, bro. That's
like
facts,
a
though.
nigga can't get into the selective politicking and all this and all that, especially when you from the streets, especially when you potentially just being selectively politicked on yourself. When you're a victim of something, it typically either make you a victimizer or a fighter to protect people who can also be victimized. Like, so I want to see how dudes is gonna move into this situation. Like, especially, I want to show everybody something. Hold on, we're gonna get back to this, but I just want to show something, just real quick, to give some validity to what the brother was just saying, what he just mentioned. Watch this. Because one thing about Ye, man, anybody that know me, they gonna tell you that nigga gonna Google some shit.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. Yeah, you know, if I send you something, bro, it's gonna be authentic, it's gonna be creditable, all of that. I ain't gonna send you I ain't gonna give you no K2. You feel me? I ain't gonna give you no stepped on. I'm gonna give you some uncut pure off the fish scale. You feel me?
Righteous. I haven't watched this video. It says Adam 22 speaks on his pedo allegations with DJ Academics.
I ain't never seen this either.
I mean, I want to play it, but if I play it, my channel may be gone tomorrow. Because that's how they playing. They already got a nigga shadow ban, like, you feel what I'm saying? So if I continue to, speak this level of truth and it get back to them, because a few things that I already did think I already got back to them. Like, and I get a warning and motherfuckers start mysteriously hitting my phone. I'm like, oh, I know what this is. This ain't no government conspiracy. This ain't no ghetto conspiracy. This shit right here is facts. I bring a lot of this shit to the internet because when you start speaking truth to power and all this and all that and start educating the people, it makes you a target.
It makes you a threat. That's why Big Homie just said, bro, he had bots showing up for a whole 6 months on any platform he got on, just try to discredit what he's saying because he's giving up too much truth.
Right. This shit is heavy, it's profound, like, and it's like we don't even know how to realistically counter this type of shit, especially as it pertains to the United States government and the internet. How do we counter this shit?
Right, because when they are literally putting agents next to members and people that's from sections on purpose, bro. They're literally doing this on purpose, then having informants using them as reaction channels to react to it. So now they getting the information and giving it back via internet, bro. And y'all not even peeping the play. Y'all giving them the information on the platform. Then they got the other agent reacting to it. Right. Now he just go dissect it, and now guess what they doing at the home base? They just writing out the whole dissection. You feel me? He giving them the final program. He giving them it ain't no more rough draft. Now I'm giving you the final essay. They just jotting it down. Okay, hey, we got the log, y'all. We got the log. Put that in the file. We got the log. Put that in the file. You feel me?
The brother Louis Farrakhan has said it is the easiest man that it is to tear down is a black man because his own people to help you tear him down. So when they distribute this information that gets disseminated on the internet, all this and all that through Adam 22 and a couple of other agent provocateurs that has United States of them that have government funding and backing, right? What the lesser platforms do, they take that information from Adam 22 as if it is the gospel and the Bible truth, and they react to it, respond to it, commentate on it, giving it a certain level or a certain appearance of being valid, as if it has validity. But all the time, man, this is propaganda from the United States government. This shit is crazy. But a lot of people don't perceive this shit as such because we so lost in the motherfucking sauce. At some point in time, we got to get up off that sauce, dry the fuck off, and get back to living in this thing that's called reality.
Facts, bro.
People are talking about wars and rumors of wars, and that comes from the Bible. But people not understanding that the degradation and the potential eradication and the restoration of society as we know it is at hand. I've been trying to teach and tell people about a tier one civilization. I've been trying to tell people about this, right? Scientists a few months or a few years ago, the top scientists around the world, they came together with the top government officials and said, hey, listen, we done mastered the technology. Now we can move into a tier one civilization. But the biggest impediment that's going to be a hindrance that's going to keep us, from moving into it successfully is too many people on earth. These people are going to create their own heaven on earth in this tier one civilization. Motherfuckers ain't dying from AIDS and all that shit in a tier one civilization. Hip pain, back pain. Listen, man, they telling us what's the wave of the future. These people now can computer program cells. So all that degenerative brain issues and all this shit that we say is incurable in a tier one civilization, you don't suffer from that shit. You make a decision when you're ready to clock out. When you say, man, I done been on this experience for shit 500 years, and this is real. Now this is going to scientific discoveries and all that. When they talk about the telomere caps and how they can elongate them and remove the caps that was put on them, they can do all this shit. This shit is real. People not understanding that this World War III is going to be not an ethnic cleansing. It's going to be a cleansing of the degenerates. Let's get all these degenerate, low vibrational, low functioning the 85%. The 85% is about to fucking die.
Bro, they already talking about buying the island just to put not drill artists, but drill members on so they can just eradicate themselves and wipe themselves out. Oh, you want to be ignorant? You want to be out here popping off with chops? Go ahead, send them to the island. That's crazy work. Think about that. Who else gonna be on that island? A whole bunch of us, bro. A whole bunch of us.
I mean, this shit is getting real, and right now is the time for our people to wake the fuck up. But is the people going to wake up? 85% of the world is deaf, dumb, and blind, and being designed to be led like cattle.
Facts.
Like, how do we put up a realistic resistance against this shit? Man, I just watched a video, and the United States government was giving drones, and it's crazy because life imitate art, but art is life imitate art, but art is a reflection of life. So I don't know if you ever seen this video, but it was like a social media video. It was a white guy that was a tech type of person. He has this stand. This stand is a human stand, like a human dog that you box on and all that, one of those type of things. So he has this little drone in his hand. He throws the drone. The drone has face recognition on it. All this shit is face recognition. When individuals be doing these little the changing their face into a man, a woman, or changing their hairstyle on Facebook, all that shit is face recognition. It goes into a database. So when they generate these AIs, your face may not be here in America, but it may be in Africa. So it's an AI to look just like you because you didn't got into this face recognition shit. But getting back to what I was saying, he has this drone that has face recognition. He throws it. It circles around the room and it hits the dummy in the head. Boom, explode. I was just watching a video yesterday, homie. The United States of America gave these type of drones to the Ukrainians, and you see these drones. You see these drones going in the field, man, and they going up on these Russian soldiers and
taking them out. You feel me?
Yep. This shit is real. This shit is not a motherfucking game. So
what people don't
need to stop taking it as a game.
Yeah, people don't understand, bro. I keep telling people, stop using these AI apps because what y'all doing is with that face recognition, what Ye was just talking about, when they start building these bots, Guess whose face they gonna have on there? Damn,
Yours.
now they gotta bother you. So now when that bot do a crime and you out walking and you ain't committed that crime, guess who they snatching up? The real you, not that bot.
Now, what about situations like this? Just say Big Homie CC, myself, Red Supreme, the brothers at the Viral Way podcast. When we get on here, because now you don't even got to participate in it. All they need is a boop, and they can use that to they can use that to generate an AI version of you doing some very, very despicable and dishonorable things. And that's
Fact,
how they gonna
bro.
start it. That's how they about to start assassinating our character. He did this or he did that. This shit is coming. It's here.
Yeah, bro, the
Then we
same thing
gotta
with your
ask
boy.
ourselves, how much of this shit, how far do this shit go back? They had a brother in Texas. They say that the brother in Texas had went on a police on one time. He got cracking on. The shirt, the images, and all that shit that they got on the brother depicting him as a black extremist, all that shit was fake. His family say, no, this is the original picture. He didn't have on this and going like this. This is the original picture. This is the original video. So this shit been going on. So we gotta ask ourselves, how far do this shit go back? How far do this shit go back? And how long have we been fooled and victims of this shit?
Bro, yeah, let me put you on some game. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I got my face covered. You feel me? But bro, I worked at Amazon. I worked at one of the newer facilities, you feel me, in Kansas. You know what I'm saying? Bro, the facility I worked at builds AI robots in the facility, bro. It's called the White Room. A robot attacked a person to where they end up having, the dude got messed up hella bad, bro. You feel me? I don't want to go into detail exactly how messed up he got. He didn't get unalived or nothing like that, but he damn near got his face tore off by a bot, bro. Why? Because what happened was when you go into the White Room, you have the air chamber. The air chamber knocks off all the dust and particles off of your suit. You feel me? But you have to let the air chamber run its course. So what do? He runs the air chamber, but he doesn't let it run the full course. He still has dust and particles on him that he can't see with the naked eye. He goes in there working on the robots. One of the dust and particles gets on the motherboard. Bot snaps out and attacks him. See what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But why are they building robots at Amazon? Because we know what Amazon is, the highest market where people are buying and shopping from. They know us human workers, we need breaks and stuff. They know that. Let's get these bots on the floor. You feel me? These bots don't need no break. These bots ain't got to go to the bathroom. These bots don't need no holiday pay.
They said that my mic is low. I just tried to turn it up. I don't know if it turned up, but I just tried to do that for y'all.
You good? I hear you loud and clear now, bro.
Now they say when we talking together that it's drowned out, like, you feel what I'm saying? But you want to get into this Adam 22 video? You think is anything there? Like,
hey, let's dive into it. You feel me?
Let's see.
Nigga, die. Jesus. That shit was vulgar.
This is
Yo,
8 years ago.
What's good with you, my brother?
What's going on, bro?
Man, I'm out here cooling, man. Yo, this little asshole over here gonna be like, yo, you hella late on Gunna. You're right, I am late. But you know what, though? I don't really, I've never been some people, they be like, I'm the first on everything. I'm not the first on a lot of things, but, you know what I mean? I love when anybody puts me on. I'm always accepting of the new shit.
See, I like that you're honest about that because, like, from my perspective, with working with labels and everything, it's kind of like we're trying to find out about rappers when they got 20,000 on Instagram because by the time they got 200,000, they're signing for $1 million. Like, the game is fucked up.
Yeah, by the time they get on my page, they're signed, bro. By the time they're on my page, they're signed.
You don't have a use for dudes until they have a big enough fan base that people are going to watch videos about them, you know?
Of course. And, like, with me, a lot of times I'll watch an artist, though, but I won't start covering them till they get to a certain level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I think everybody's platform is different and also useful. Because your platform, really, you get the stain and credibility because you're going to give them that platform very early that when 3 years from now they're the biggest thing. Like that X interview you did, like people probably still, like the people who are finding out about him now, they're like, damn, he doesn't do interviews. Let's go see if we can find an interview. They're going to find that.
But you know what's the craziest shit is how me and you could go get an interview or a piece of content with X or Pump or Tekashi none of the big websites can do that really.
Hey, listen, I can keep telling you, man. And I told you when I met you, I said, listen, you know how many people are tight that you even got that J. Cole. And again, that might be outside the demographic, but that J. Cole conversation you got,
where I was basically like trying to just write blog posts where I was just writing about all the crazy shit that would happen in my life, whether it was fights or stuff with girls or whatever. And so basically, like we were riding at this ledge spot in San Diego. There's like 5 black dudes who are all just chilling. And one of my friends started like talking to him. I don't remember exactly what happened, but basically like they weren't feeling him because he was acting like a fool or whatever. So they basically like attacked us. Like all of a sudden we're in this huge brawl with these 5 dudes. And you know, when I posted it, I said they were homeless. In retrospect, I mean, these were serious dudes because they started screaming some shit about cripping. You know, it was an intense moment. Like they pulled out knives on us, all this kind of crazy shit. So basically, we got in a big ass fight. They tried to steal our video camera, all this shit. We ended up like, you know, doing all right in the fight and everything. But then like they, you know, nobody got real hurt or anything. And then we had to like kind of dip off and get out of there because this is their area and they were like calling for backup and shit like that. So, you know, there wasn't any sort of like racist sentiment in that blog article. But when I posted it, because I was like, you know, some random fucking dude and I didn't know who the fuck was going to look at this or whatever, I should have called it, "We got in a fight with homeless people." But instead, I ended up titling it, "We beat up black people," because of the fact that all of us were all in agreement that none of us had ever punched a black dude before and that it felt mad racist and weird. Like, it was basically, you know, it was like a clickbait type title, but this was like 2008 or some shit when I wrote it. So in, you know, out of context with me coming around, like at the time I was just a BMX kid, you know.
These motherfuckers always engaging in some racist shit and then coming back many years later and trying to justify it.
Bro, everybody, Josh Allen for the Buffalo Bills. I mean, everybody, bro, you let me put it like this, bro. We know that white people are raised a certain way. We know that y'all demographic look at us a certain way in a certain light. You feel me? Don't try to discredit it or water it down. You feel me? Keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Because you was raised like that, bro. It just don't disappear overnight when you got money. You still feel the same way that you originally felt back then. You just can't air it out and say that you standing on that now because it's going to mess up your business ventures and other things that you got going on and people want to sit down and politic with you. So that sentiment don't go nowhere. It just fades off because, you know, they the right complexion for the protection right now.
Right. Let's see what else this degenerate has to say.
I was like a fucking random ass kid. And then now you look at my position and stuff where I'm working.
Dudes, and he used to be racist in the past.
Yeah, nah, I've never been that kind of person because, like, if you think about it, even when I moved to New York when I was 19, I only hung out with black people because, like, you know, the BMX scene in New York at that time was all black kids, Puerto Rican kids.
Some mainstream attention and cosign. So they're throwing the kitchen sink at you to get you the fuck out of here and get you back to your niche audience, right? So, like, do you ever feel like, oh, shit, when people criticize you, like, yo...
But I do run a BMX shop, too, so it's like, it's a huge difference. Like, I can't fuck with that. Like, you know, it's...
You slept with her at 16, but you didn't.
Once she was 19. Again,
okay.
Once she was 19, about a year. And then I deleted all the shit, like, the stuff about...
Hey, hold on. And you're going to have to correct me, because, like, I've seen so much stuff, my sequence is probably out of order. Is this the same? Because I think in the blog post that I saw, and of course it's a popular joke now, but I think people are judging you because of the joke. I think it was something like, yo, if she's 16, I'm 16 or something like that.
Yeah, I had a quote where I said, I made a joke about statutory rape, and I said,
who the fuck jokes about shit like that?
Bro, you took the words right out of my mouth, bro. I was just about to say that. Who played with that, bro?
Who plays with that type of shit? Let's see what else this degenerate has to say. This shit is crazy. Like, the fuck?
You know, basically I said, if it's wrong.
Yeah.
All I was going to say was this, Jay. But I blame Ack also because, bro, even though you ain't from these states, you still got the same skin tone, bro. So why you sitting here and letting that fly, bro? Why you sitting here giving him praise and patting him on the back for being ignorant, bro? Like, that's not what's up, bro.
Hey, my partner from the Yay say, white births is on a decline. They know their majority in this country is coming to an end. They doing everything to slow that process down. Honestly, I don't believe that the white folks is the majority in this country. I don't believe that. They don't produce as many kids as we once produced. They just don't. If you have more slaves that allegedly, if you have more slaves and Native Americans and unrecognized black folks that was here back in them days, how did the white folks grow so quickly and rapidly to where they became the majority? I feel like they're not the majority and that they put that false information out there to make us feel like we are the inferior people in the minority. Fuck no. Black folks are known for having more babies than white folks. You know what I mean? So I don't ever think that they have actually ever been the majority. Is there certain spots where it's predominantly white? Hell yeah, it is. But those spots ain't that big. You feel what I'm saying? It's not that vast for them to outnumber us. You feel what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Reg Dog 89 says, Bobby Ye and Reckless, salute. Salute to you as well, man. We're going to jump into this Adam video of him playing with being a statutory rapist. That ain't no fucking way to
That's
play.
crazy, bro.
Because, man. Hold on, let's go right here.
So I think, and of course it's a popular joke now, but I think people are judging you because of the joke. I think it was something like, yo, if she's 16, I'm 16 or something like that.
Yeah, I had a quote where I made a joke about statutory rape, and I said, basically I said, if it's wrong, I didn't want to be right. But the thing is that I then proceeded to do the right thing. I was very much like, because I was feeling her before I realized that there was this huge age difference, and then I had to be like, nah, I can't fuck with you.
What the fuck?
Bro, so that means that you didn't even tap in to check the ID before you even started knocking her down, bro? You just knocked her down off of her word that she's of age?
Now he's trying to say that he did. Now he's trying to say that he waited. Fuck no. If you made all these jokes, if she's 16, I'm 16, if doing this to her at the age of 16 or 15 is wrong, then I don't want to be right. Come on, bro. Like, man, let's see what else this motherfucking degenerate got to say. This is some crazy shit, man.
But yeah, that was like the joke that I was making at the time. At the time, it seemed fine because it's like, oh, you could just joke around about shit like this. Obviously, me being 34 now, it doesn't seem that funny. But people,
Oh, so now he's 34. I thought he was 34 at the time, but all right.
Then I also just want to say this blog that I had up, I had it online for about a year. And then I deleted all the shit, like the stuff about her and everything. I just deleted it, like, because it felt kind of sus. I didn't want to have it online. But anyway, like, I want that to be the biggest thing I clear up on here is when people are like, oh, like, that's a common thing I see is he traveled to Canada to sleep with a 16-year-old.
So did you meet her? Did you meet her at all when she was 16?
No. I didn't meet her until I was 19 because I had this business meeting with this company in Vancouver, right? So I was like, damn, all right. Like, I hit her up. I hadn't talked to her in 3 years. She's like, yeah, you can stay with me, all this shit. So I just went there and I stayed with her. Once she was 19. Again, once she was 19.
Wait,
okay. So people are believing you
in Vancouver, right? So I was like, damn, all right. Like, I hit her up. I hadn't talked to her in about a year. And then I deleted all the shit, like the stuff about her and everything. I just deleted it, like, because it felt kind of sus. I didn't want to have it online. But anyway, like, I want that to be the biggest thing I clear up on here is when people are like, oh, like, that's a common thing I see is he traveled to Canada to sleep with a 16-year-old.
So did you meet her? Did you meet her at all when she was 16?
No. I didn't meet her until I was 19 because I had this business meeting with this company in Vancouver, right? So I was like, damn, all right. Like,
so he said he met her when he was 19.
Okay,
he met her when he was 19, but he said something else that kind of like threw me. It kind of confused me. Let's get into
I hit her up. I hadn't talked to her in 3 years. She's like, yeah, you can stay with me, all this shit. So I just went there and I stayed with her. Once she was 19. Again.
Okay.
So that's what I'm confused about. You caught that, right?
Yeah. Now he's saying that she was 19 when he stayed with her. So that means you saying that you was a grown man when you were still messing with her at 19, but then tried to backtrack and say, oh, well, she was 16, but I was 19. You feel me? Like, what we doing, bro?
It's confusing because of all these inappropriate statements that he made about if she's this, that, and third, then I don't want to be that and all that. So it indicates that he's much older, or that he's older. But when he said that he met her when he was 19 in Vancouver, she hit him up, or whoever initiated contact, and he went and spent a night with her. She was 19. How the fuck could both of y'all be 19?
You feel what I'm saying, bro? So
Did you catch that too?
Yeah, I peeped that. So basically, if you was 19, she was probably 14, 15, or 16, and then she was 19. That means you was a grown ass man in your mid to late 20s.
He was a grown ass man. It's either that, right? He was a grown ass man, but the explanation that he's giving us right now is they both was 19. It's impossible. How the fuck was y'all both 19? Listen, I'm gonna just run it back just one more time, man, just for clarity.
Wrong. I didn't want to be right. But the thing is that I then proceeded to do the right thing. You know, I was very much like, you know, because I was feeling her before I realized that there was this huge age difference. And then I had to be like, nah.
Wait, this nigga said a huge age difference.
Okay, so like I said, if he was 19, that probably means she was like 13, 14 then.
This shit is crazy. Let's get into it.
I can't fuck with you. But yeah, that was like the joke that I was making at the time. At the time, it seemed fine because it's like, oh, you can just joke around about shit like this. Obviously, me being 34.
30. Wait, he's 34 when he came into this level.
Yeah, he's 34 now. Yeah.
Right. Because I was about to say.
Now, it doesn't seem that funny. But people, you know, and I also just want to say this blog that I had up, I had it online for about a year. And then I deleted all the shit, like the stuff about her and everything. I just deleted it, like, because it felt, you know, it felt kind of sus. I didn't want to have it online. But anyway, like, I want that to be the biggest thing I clear up on here is when people are like, oh, like, that's a common thing I see is he traveled to Canada to sleep with a 16-year-old.
So did you meet her? Did you meet her at all when she was 16?
No. I didn't meet her until I was 19 because I had this business meeting with this company in Vancouver, right? So I was like, damn.
He said when he was 19.
I haven't talked to her in 3 years. She's like, yeah, you can stay with me, all this shit. So I just went there and I stayed with her. Once she was 19. Again.
Okay.
So now he's saying she's 19 as well.
Yeah, to see what I'm saying? He's trying to wordplay. First, he said it's a huge age difference. It's a huge age gap. Then he's like, oh, yeah, the first time when I met her, I was 19. So now you're trying to minimize that age gap by saying, oh, I was a kid too. She was a kid. I was still technically a kid, you know, stuff like that. But then turn right back around and double back and say, oh, well, you know, she was 19 when I first met her.
And that don't make no motherfucking sense. It's
so if she was 19 and it's a huge age gap, then you was 25, 26, 27. You a grown-ass man still messing with a kid. Even if she's 19, she's still a kid, bro. She's not even fully developed mentally.
Yeah, I mean, me at the age that I'm at now, do I see myself fucking with an 18-year-old, a 19-year-old? Hell no. Like, intellectually, it's nothing that she can give me. You know what I mean? Even whatever. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I'm going to keep it a bean, bro. When I was 24, 25, I was in the older women. I wanted females that had their own spot, had their own whip, had their own dollars. You feel me? I can go drive the whip while they at work. You know what I mean? I didn't want to mess with no females that's younger than me. I got to sneak through your mama's window to get some alone time. Bro, that's dead out here.
Right. Even if a female is self-sufficient and independent, I don't see myself fucking with an 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old. She had to be like super conscious. She had to be like on some Betty Shabazz, Coretta Scott King type shit. Just some like, it's fascinating and it blow my mind. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It had to be that. Other than that, it's nothing there. Like,
yeah, she gotta have that Maya Angelou energy.
Most definitely, that Asada Shakur energy for a motherfucker to even look at a person that's 18, 19, 20 at the age that I am now. But let's get back into this motherfucking degenerate, giving these false narrations of him not being what we know him to be.
He was 19.
Okay, so people are believing that you slept with her at 16, but you didn't. You never saw her until she was 19.
I never even met her, and that's actually the crazy shit is that she put out a statement and said that me and her began our sexual relationship when she was 16, which is like,
is this the Desiree girl? This is her, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because she got emails on top of emails.
She does?
No, well, I'm seeing emails that look like she was writing to someone who was trying to expose it. I don't know what this is,
Probably,
but
but she, I have emails too. Like there was only like a certain number of a certain percentage of our communication that was via email. Most of it was probably via like text back in the day that I certainly don't have access to. But yeah, I want to clear up that part first of all. Is that I didn't even meet her until she was 19. So when she says that we began our sexual relationship at 16 or something, fuck out of here. It's absolutely 100% false. And if she's lying about that, what else is she lying about? That's all.
Nah, nigga.
all right. So
But hold
I
on, what
have
if she
like
ain't lying about it?
I
Man,
What
you know
if she
she ain't
ain't
lying
lying
about it.
about it?
We both know she ain't lying about that shit, but it's more shit that can come out on him. So that's why he said, well, if she's lying about that, whatever else she can say, she's probably lying. Like, nah, nigga, she knows some freaky dinky shit that'll have your ass, being a potential candidate to go wherever the fuck you need to be. Nigga, you probably in them Epstein files. We don't know. You feel what I'm saying?
Bro, and why didn't Act call him on the misguiding of the conversation? Was she
Come on, man.
19
Birds of a
or was
feather
you
flock
19?
together.
You feel? I mean, I'm just saying, if he talking about he got journalistic credibility, and you talking about how you hold weight and how you call everything a spade, you call it straight down the middle. Nah, bro, you sitting here taking a fork in the road. You on the roundabout. You just doing this right now, bro. Pick a lane. What we doing? Act. Come on, bro.
Kendrick Lamar already told you, bro. They not like us. So
Facts.
the integrity and the morals that we have, we would have said, wait, hold on, man. That seems like a contradiction, so on and so forth. But he's not trying to do that, man. A lot of these dudes are in the same boat. They frequent the same clubs. Now some of them is stepping into the same fraternities, if you know what I mean. You understand what I'm
Yep.
saying? But, they don't call out their brothers on that level unless it's been prearranged, pre-discussed, and given the prior
The higher
authorization to
ups
go ahead and
giving them
go
the
after.
thumbs up. Yep.
Exactly. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But even each other, because like what a lot of these social media dudes have learned from a lot of these bigger platforms and vloggers is going after each other for about a week, maybe a month, and then going on to other topics of discussion and other people, so on and so forth. So they have these prearranged beefs, and a lot of this shit don't be real, man. It's been shit they came and say, listen, man, let's run our numbers up, let's keep ourselves in an algorithm. We gonna create this fake ass beef. That shit is never cool. It's corny as fuck. But let's get back into the content.
I guess this is from 2010. I guess did you email her back in 2010? Because I think that's what I'm seeing, a thread.
You're on my page?
I'm on some Twitter, like there's like a bunch of Twitters just like fully aimed to expose you or some shit. They have all type of shit blacked out and they have whatever.
So
but
what are you looking at?
I'll pop it up on my screen, even though I don't know if you could see it.
I can't, but I guess I can open it up.
Bro,
it starts.
What'd you say?
I said he looked worried when he said, "Oh, what you looking at? What you looking at again?" He was worried. Like,
this isn't the same manipulative, cocky, pretentious Adam 22 that we see stirring up drama, confusion, and conflict amongst lesser intelligent black men. This ain't the same one. Well, he's the same one, but the energy isn't the same. You understand?
back.
Let's get into this content of the call and Isaiah. You understand me, man?
With the email that she's like may have sent to you, and it says, if you're gonna take the time to write our story, you might as well write it. You might as well have written it properly and factually. Okay, and I just want to go through it just one by one for you to respond to each of them, because I want people to be like, oh, you and Adam are cool, so you just let him come on here and just say whatever.
I just want to explain that, like, the reason why I posted this email is because
posted this.
I posted this because
Okay.
this is after I wrote the blog article where I was talking about our relationship and everything, because it was an actual relationship. Like, it wasn't.
What the fuck? How you
Hold
on?
Bro, we steadily peeling back more layers of the onion.
How the fuck you gonna have a relationship with an underage girl knowing that she's underage? Nigga, how?
But he's trying to present the plate as if it was just a one night stand. It was just on some friends with benefits. I was just in Vancouver, boom, pulled up, knocked her down a couple of times, and headed back home. You was in a full blown relationship, bro. So it goes from being You know, because we know with one night stands, we've all been there where a female not be as truthful as she needs to be, and we find out maybe before it happened, sometimes after it happened. You feel me? But we find out we aware, we make changes. You feel me? We don't move the same when dealing with the next chick. Next chick, hey, I need that ID off the rip. You feel me? Stuff like that. But we also don't indulge in relationships with underage women when we know they fucking underage women, bro.
Wow, hold on. Let me just bring this. Well, I'm gonna just tell y'all. So I typed in age of consent in Vancouver, Canada. The legal age of consent in Canada is 16 years old. Exceptions: persons under 16 years old can have consensual sex with someone close in age. These exceptions only apply if the older person is not in a position of authority or trust, and there is no exploitation or dependency. So he went to Vancouver, Canada,
For that reason.
strategically for that reason.
Facts.
Just
Facts.
fuck an underage girl. It's
So
like these
basically,
Go ahead.
bro, he basically looked up the same thing you did. He did the same exact thing. Went and Googled legal age of consent in different countries and different states. Okay, I can go here and be cool. Cool. I can't go here though. I can go here and be cool. Cool. Bro, that's nasty work. You are literally on some predator shit, bro. You looking up your victims by the location of where they live because you know the age of consent is low.
That's predatory behavior traits, because a lot of S-word predators, what they do, they look for households where there's no man in there. There's no fathers, there's no uncles, and then they move in through infiltration, charming, all this type of shit. But check out what the Queen said. The Queen says, "Did y'all know Adam was dropped from Atlantic Records after he was under investigation for actual, put an S in front of it, assault allegations?" What the fuck? This is crazy. Like you say, we pulling back the layers of, hey man, you sure you want to get into this? Because I know you about to really, really take your podcast into
No, you
level.
good, bro. We gonna do a deep dive, bro. What you mean? You family, bro.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, but this is the thing. Out of being your family, Edie, the things that I have experienced and I am currently experiencing with the shadow banning of my page, I don't want you to have to deal with.
Bro, I'm not worried about that. I was Reckless Podcast. I'm gonna get that just off the title. I'm not even tripping, bro. It's all love. I ain't worried about it. The motion itself.
Righteous. Let's get back into it. For sugar there, man.
We were really feeling each other. We never really got to the point of like
What
boyfriend
the
girlfriend.
fuck? This nigga said we were really feeling each other. Man, that's an underage girl. Hey, listen, you know I stay out here in Las Vegas, right?
Right.
I'm thinking about it being on PJ Watch. Like, the age of consent, I think, is like 16 to 17. Dog, I can't phantom, I can't visualize having a sexual interest in a female that motherfucking young, dog. That shit wouldn't even feel right.
Do you feel me?
Now,
bro, in Missouri, the age of consent in Missouri is 17, but in Kansas, the age of consent is 15.
Damn.
Crazy. 15, bro. Crazy.
As a full-grown man, what the fuck would you want with a female that young? What can she give you outside of sex? Like what can interest a man that motherfucking old to be interested in a female that motherfucking young? Like, we can't even have intellectual conversations. You haven't lived enough. You haven't experienced enough. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Then I think in rare cases, in certain cases, if it's going to be an older man who goes in her life and say, you know what, I wanna invest in you. I wanna teach you. I want you to be my wife. I'm gonna marry you. Now that ain't like you just went, you sexed her down, fucked up her head, and just threw her back out there to the streets. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like if guys are going to do that, marry them.
Nah, that's fact, bro. Because my great grandmother, you all say she was married at 15 and her husband was 17, but she was married at 15. She had 13 kids, one passed away, God rest his soul. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, you know, but this is in the 30s and 40s. You feel me? They was getting married at 15 and 16, having full-blown relationships and families. By the time they were 21, they already got 4-5 kids in the tuck. You feel me? But it was a different world, a different life. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was way different back then. Now, just like Jay said, what interest is a 24 to 27-year-old man gonna have in a female that's 13 to 16, bro?
Exactly.
Come on, bro.
And you know, and I'm not saying that I support that shit, but I'm saying if you are going to do it, at least marry her and ensure that she becomes somebody of value and prosperous in life. Because it may be your tutelage and maybe your support to keep her from going into these questionable relationships and having all these babies by all the wrong man, don't know what love is, don't have no guidance, don't have no protection, don't have no direction, and she becomes the stereotypical lost black child or lost or misrepresented and misunderstood black female. So if you want to do that, at least marry her and give her some stability and teach her how to navigate through life, how to set up a business, how to be this, how to be a nurturer, how to play her position in a relationship and as a mother. You feel what I'm saying? Like when dudes do that shit, it's rooted in some type of sexual perversion. And that sexual perversion is rooted in some type of sexual trauma. And that sexual trauma is rooted in the dysfunction of a lot of our communities. A lot of people's got these STDs, and I'm not talking about just sexually transmitted disease, but sexually transmitted dysfunction and sexually transmitted demons to a lot of, well, I don't want to go too deep into that, but go ahead, brother.
Hey, but you know, I just had an epiphany, bro. You know what I just thought about watching this video? Now it makes sense why he had Shody on there. That's the underage one on the street.
Oh, the little female.
Yeah. Now here, hey, hold on, no, bro. Let's put back some layers. I'm about to add a layer for you. This is about to make you think right here. What does Adam do outside of no jumper? What type of? Thank you.
He's grooming her. He's getting her ready.
But about to have her doing underage what? Didn't Big Homie CC just say he had no problem doing underage what?
Porn. But this is the now I don't think that one. Watch this, and I'm gonna tell you why I don't think that one just yet, right now, right? Because now he has too much scrutiny. He has too many eyes on him. He has elevated to a point to where he wouldn't be able to do that shit and get away with it. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, not himself, but definitely have his cronies. Hey, go ahead and pull her up, man. We know where she work at. We know what strip she on. I got the camera set up in the back. Adam just in the closet. You feel me? That's all. He's just in the closet with the door closed. He just ain't in the actual scene.
I can see that, and I can also see him befriending her, grooming her, so when she turns 18, he can get her into porn and all this type of shit. Instead of saying, "Listen, we need to set up a crowd fund or set up something to where we can get you money to go to college, to where we can get you the therapy that you need so that you can live somewhat of a regular life." This shit is crazy, man.
Bro, that's an epiphany for that ass right there, bro.
Right. Adam's a cold, twisted, sadistic motherfucker, man. Damn. How these brothers be fucking with this nigga, man?
Bro. Because unfortunately, people look past a lot of BS because they throwing the check out, bro. Just like what Aunt Hefe say. I don't care if Aunt Hefe, I don't care but what the check say. That's most black people's. That's their mentality, bro. That's most of our mentalities, bro. We don't care unless you paying. Hey, we'll look past a whole lot of ignorance just because you paying the hefty price, bro. You can't buy my friendship. You can't buy my loyalty. You can't buy my love. If you dirty out here, you nasty peoples, you bad peoples. Hey, bro, I can't rock with you. I don't care what the ticket is. I don't care what the relation is. How I can elevate my channel, plug in my other peoples. I don't want to plug in nobody with a nigga like this, bro. I'm cool. If I don't want to rock with you, why do I want my people rocking with you?
Right. I read a saying or a term when I was in the California Youth Authority, and it said, "Why is it that money becomes the justification for doing wrong?"
Facts.
What you just said about the Beninoid to say, man, it's this, that, and third, and individuals holding concert and working in conjunction with individuals that we know ain't no good, and they say, "Well, I'm getting money." Just like a lot of dudes in all the communities. They go, they do some rat shit, they do some dishonorable shit, but they got the bag. So dudes be like, "Man, but shit, he ain't tell on me or he ain't do that to my sister. I'ma still fuck with him," because they get money. A lot of dudes will overlook transgressions and character defects in a lot of motherfuckers because they got money. So niggas accept shit for for the fact of I'm getting money, nigga. Where's your morals and integrity, nigga?
Nah, that's facts, bro. I mean, look at it this way. We already know Adam has literally said publicly on his platform, I gave over 20,000 watch hours of No Jumper to the feds. He knows the feds is watching the channel.
You said that Adam admitted to giving over 20,000 watch hours to the feds?
Yeah, when the feds called and asked him about the Big U loose cannon situation, he gave over all of the hours of that video footage to the feds when loose cannon was talking about all of that BS, implicating and incriminating himself and Big U and all of that BS. He gave over the tapes of all of that information to the feds, and the feds had informed Adam, we have been watching your channel. We have over 20,000 watch hours documented of your channel, bro. And people know this publicly. People know this. And y'all still going to No Jumper sitting with this fool? So now when y'all get smacked in the head for the one time, I can't even be mad. I can't do nothing but laugh because y'all know better. Y'all know better. And y'all still sitting down there. So I keep telling y'all, all money ain't good money, bro.
Right. Man, it's something that I'm want to get back into with you. I'm gonna say this. Poetic Flacco went on the situation with Fig, back on Fig.
Right.
He went back on Fig, and this nigga offered a suggestion. He said that gang banging podcasters need to be hit with podcasting RICOs.
Yep, I heard that, bro.
I don't know if you know, but we're gonna bring you back on, and we're gonna have a longer discussion about this. In Texas, they just passed a bill to where if any of your criminology, any criminal behavior reaches the internet, like if you advertise a gun or you robbing a person or doing anything in operating as a criminal, if it hits the internet, if you bring that shit to the internet, now they're going to give you, I think, like a 10-year prison enhancement for using the internet to perpetrate crime.
You want to hear something crazy? Ain't it ironic that Flacco stays in Texas?
What?
Ain't that ironic? That's where Flacco live at, is in Texas.
Hey, listen, word is bond on Eastside PJ Crib. Word is bond. I thought this sapsucker motherfucker stayed in like Nebraska or Wyoming or some shit like that.
He's technically from the Caribbean. You feel me? He's not even from this country. But when he was immigrated here, he lived in North Dakota originally. Right. Then from North Dakota, then he got cool with the whole No Jumper thing. So then he was in the LA for a minute. Then when the smoke started getting turned up under him because he was doing too much of No Jumper, he moved to Texas. Okay, so now he's catching flights from Texas back to No Jumper. You know what I'm saying? He catching flights because he know it's critical for him out in the Cali streets right now.
We need to get into his background, because why would a person from the Caribbean move to North Dakota? It's not very many black people in North Dakota. It's because the militia was on his family's head. They was ducking from the militia. So they ducking the militia. Now we're getting somewhere. Check this out. They're ducking the militia. The militia's on his head. So the United States of America gave them refugee or gave them asylum. You can come over here and be safe and all this and all that. So that shows what? What does that entail? What does that say? What does that tell a person?
That sounds like a bunch of informant. That's like witness protection to me. That's like witness protection.
There it is, there, family. Listen. When I be hearing about people from like Chicago, Indiana, New York, and all, Midwest, back east, Philly, and all this, Miami, and all this, when I hear about them moving to Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, Buckeye, Arizona, and Las Vegas, and these type of places that don't have a big booming nightlife, and the metropolis ain't booming like where you come from, I automatically think like, why you came out here? I start doing research, and then I discovered that the United States government places a lot of federal informants under the Witness Protection Program in Phoenix, Arizona, and in various cities out there in Arizona, but Las Vegas as well. Because what the
Yep.
fuck make a person from Chicago say, you know what, I'm gonna go to Vegas? I understand why niggas from LA to the Bay come out here. More affordable living is right next door. You can go over there. What they charging for a house in California, man, you can get 2 or 3 of them motherfuckers in Vegas. So I understand that. But what make a person from Chicago, Indiana, Miami, New York, and all that come halfway, or damn near not halfway, but come all the way across the country to just live in this hot ass desert where it's not, you know, it's not like these other metropolis. I'm not shitting on Vegas. Shout out to all my Vegas folks and all this and all that, but it ain't booming like these other cities. Like, you feel me? But they have a WIC set. They have a government witness protection program here. They have them in North Dakota too.
Thanks.
So this nigga family is working with them people.
Hey, you just heard Big Homie CC say he done sat down and been a cooperating witness for the feds.
The nigga Poetic Flacco?
Yeah, that's what Big Homie CC had just said.
Oh, come on, cuz.
You didn't hear that part when on the video. You didn't hear that part when he was like, Flacco, he's done witness work for the feds. You know what I'm saying? He just sat down and have literally talked against other people and cooperated as a witness for the feds.
I could never. And I had reached out to the nigga about an opportunity. Before I knew all this crazy shit, the nigga had put something on Instagram, and I had reached out and said, listen, man, I can benefit from that situation and all that. But I didn't know that this nigga is this nigga that he is. Like, cuz on PJ Crip, I could never, would never. Like, and I don't understand how LA gang members who supposed to be gang and politic on the politicking level and all this and all that, how the fuck is you niggas sitting down with these niggas, especially after you didn't issue threats about this, that, and third, and having, you know, dissatisfying views on certain shit that he didn't did, cuz. And niggas wonder why, you know, and I'm just speaking from a perspective of a guy who's from Los Angeles, Watts to be exact, but niggas wonder why the LA niggas is looking goofy and weird and all this type of shit. Look at all this weird ass shit you niggas is doing. If you ain't in the streets, if you ain't fucking with it, if you ain't this, that, and third, find a lane and live and exist in that motherfucking lane, but stop straddling the fence because it gives you a bad perception. People perceive you in a light that you have no intentions on being perceived in, but you straddling the fence, cuz this shit is crazy.
And yay, that's why they call No Jumper the Fed quarters for short. We know Adam working with them people, Flacco working with them people, and I know Whack No 100 is working with them people. You feel me? And y'all got all these members down there talking about politics, talking about sections, going into vivid detail, and they just putting all of it on tape, sending it right on over to the office. Oh, Flacco, go ahead and do a reaction video to this. Go ahead and dissect it. Go ahead and give us your diocese on it. Go ahead and break it down for us. You know what I mean? Come on, bro.
OG Bam, what's the deal? Much love and respect. Much love and respect, big homie on the Renner Nails. Man, this shit is wicked, man. This shit gets deeper. The more you peel back, the deeper you see the shit is. You feel what I'm saying? Adam 22 is no good for the culture. Poetic Flacco is no good for the people in the culture. These motherfuckers are cancerous. And see, this is the thing. Adam 22 or Poetic Flacco or the other brother that they work in conjunction, in partnership with, they're going to get somebody's brains blown smooth the fuck out of their head. And then once they, you know, go to No Jumper, this, that, and third, and I'm talking about the feds, Adam 22 is going to absquatulate. That means flee. That means he's going to get on and go back to Connecticut, wherever the fuck where he come from, and do it all over again. But it may not be as toxic and as drama-filled as what he's doing to our community, but being that he didn't show that he can manipulate black folks, being that he showed that he can infiltrate the culture and the community, it's white folks that give him 50 million, 60 million because he know how to control the mind of black folks.
Bro, his dad got CIA ties. His dad got CIA ties, bro. He's already been working with the boy since he's been out the womb. He was born into it. Same way we was born into gang culture, he was born into Fed culture.
I'm about to research that. Let me see. Does 22. Well, they say there is no evidence or reliable reporting to suggest Adam 22 fathers has ties to the CIA. Adam 22, whose real name is Adam Grand Mason, has mentioned his father, Phil Grand Mason, on his podcast, No Jumper. Information related to his father primarily discusses a presidential pardon he received from Bill Clinton, and the two have discussed their relationship on the show. Let's see what that presidential pardon was.
Yeah, because put it like this: you're not getting pardoned by a president, and you don't have no type of government ties, and you don't know nobody. Ain't no president just pardoning a nobody. That don't happen, bro. The president ain't gonna pardon Tyrone from down the street that got caught with a half ounce of that salt. He ain't gonna do that. And you know why most people get pardoned is because they got a lot of this, a lot of info about a lot of big people with some high names. Keep telling y'all, knowledge is power, bro. Why you think Epstein got snuck up out the jail? Knowledge is power. He got too much knowledge to die.
Nah, that nigga Epstein dead.
Nah, bro, they kidnapped Epstein, bro. He off in the island somewhere chilling, bro. He off in the cut, in the tuck, on the witness protection, chilling somewhere.
And I'm gonna tell you 2 motherfuckers that I know for sure is dead. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. Hold on. It says, wait, hold on.
Yeah, because I don't know what he was parting for either, so I want to know that my damn self.
It's supposed to be here, but I don't see it. So look, this is what we're gonna do. When I go live again, we're gonna bring you back and we're gonna jump into this. But look, I'm gonna say this. There's 2 individuals that I know for sure is deceased. And you may agree, you may disagree. We can have a conversation about it. Tupac Shakur is dead.
Yeah, facts. We seen the autopsy photo.
Epstein, they can falsify that shit. You know what I mean? But Epstein is dead. And the reason why he is dead because he knew too much about Israeli intelligence. Knowing American intelligence automatically makes you a threat. But we all know that there's 2 entities or 2 countries that America kind of like pander to. And that's the UK and that's Israel. So when he had all this information on Israeli intelligence agents and all this shit and all that shit, nah, this nigga gotta go. We gotta get him up out of here. He know too much. Even you just said that knowledge is power. That nigga was too powerful. That nigga could have collapsed governments. That nigga could have exposed certain certain operatives who are supposed to not be known. You feel what I'm saying? He had this pleasure island, man. If you wanted to get your rocks off in any sexual perversion, if you wanted to fuck a goddamn camel, a donkey, or if you wanted to stick your head up an elephant's ass,
you got a whole farm in the backyard for you.
All that shit, man. If you, whether it's a little boy or little girl, whatever was your sexual perversion on this island of pleasure, you can go there and they will make sure that you can have that sexual experience.
Facts.
You got motherfuckers that wanted to have sexual relationships with cadavers and shit, corpse. They made that shit happen. Motherfuckers that's supposed to be distinguished businessmen and political leaders and all that like to have sex with deceased bodies and shit. That nigga know too much information, and that's why they had to get him the fuck up out of here. Because this nigga can collapse potential governments. This nigga can collapse individuals that we consider to be, shadow agents and all this type of shit. When you want to unwind and you done put in some good work for your government, they send you to Epstein Island and you just have this amazing perverted fucking experience. They had to get that nigga up out of here because he was a threat.
Nah, that's facts, bro. That's facts. I mean, you sitting here politicking and rubbing elbows with presidents, FBI agents, some high-class, high-name people, bro. Not just from this country, but from other countries, bro. You feel me? Like, it's nasty work out here, bro. It's nasty work, man. That nigga Epstein could have been working for both sides of the fence. We don't know what he was giving up or not giving up. He could have been giving up secret information, all kind of stuff, codes, all kind of stuff, coordinates. Hey, this is where you can find this here at. This technology, bro, all kind of stuff, bro. This government's doing all kind of shady shit behind the background, bro. All kind of projects we don't know about.
A nigga like me and you beefing with Donald Trump, who you think gonna win?
Come on now. The show ain't gonna be us.
Exactly. So imagine a motherfucker beefing with 100 or 1,000 niggas with Donald Trump bread. Nigga, you can't survive that, nigga. The place where the most assassinations go in at, well, I'm not gonna say the most, but in prison, in that controlled, structured environment is where a lot of people don't make it out of, because they can easily get up on there and boom, delete the audio, the footage and all. Like it's easy. That dude is gone. Somebody said that they believe that Tupac is not unalive. Man, Tupac is gone. On my mama, Tupac was gone.
Man,
You gotta
bro,
understand, Tupac is the
y'all
first
gotta
person
stop.
that exposed us to the Illuminati. We ain't know what the fuck the Illuminati was until Tupac started talking about the Illuminati and called it the Illuminati. Like he was trying to kill the Illuminati. Like Tupac is gone. He knew too much. He started talking too much. And I'm gonna tell you why you know that Tupac is gone. The same reason why they killed Tookie is the same reason why they killed Tupac. It was a nigga with too much influence over other niggas. When Tupac said, man, fuck them niggas, we said, man, fuck them niggas. When Tupac said we gotta do this and do that, niggas was really trying to live the lyrics of Tupac. Tupac got us shortly appreciate our women and our mamas and all this type of shit. Tupac had too much of a voice and had too much influence over the mind of young black men that could potentially be converted to young black radicals. They had to get him up out of there.
Facts, bro, because we know Tupac came from a radicalistic household. His mom and father was both Black Panthers, bro. So they already had a target on Tupac since birth.
Who was Tupac's godmother? Assata Shakur.
Yeah, I know his mom was a female.
Assata Shakur was a part of that shit that went down in New Jersey on the turnpike where they bam, bam, boom, got up on some police or some New Jersey state troopers that had the word to go and get rid of them. So before the New Jersey state troopers can execute, they bam, 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 and got rid of him. So after they did that, the Black Liberation Army, I believe, we're going to research it, don't quote me, but I believe the BLA, the Black Liberation Army, they went into a prison. They went into a controlled environment. They went into an institution and removed her up out of there and sent her to Cuba. This is this nigga godmama. We know who his goddaddy is. We know who his mama was fucking with. The same individual that the United States government can consider T-words, you feel what I'm saying, and put them in prison, even though they ain't did a motherfucking thing.
Right,
so when
right.
He comes from that revolutionary spirit, and he has that level of consciousness. And now we all know that one of the strongest mediums there is music.
Thanks.
So when Tupac is saying Black Power, keep your head up, I remember Marvin Gaye used to sing to me, had me feeling like black was the thing to be. You motherfucking right. When Tupac jumped out on his revolutionary tip, when the motherfucking off-duty white dudes was jumping at black dude and about to extinguish his light, Tupac jumped out and got cracking. Boom, blam, blam, blam. How many other rappers you know that got into some shit like that?
On some righteousness for a righteous reason.
But did Tupac dance on the other side for a brief period of time? Yeah. And then he recognized, like, hold on, this is what they've been telling me about this Babylonian system. I'm a part of this shit. Hold on, let me detach. Let me separate myself from this. I just had a conversation with a person yesterday, right? They say Tupac was, and we can research this. They say Tupac was sentenced on that case of that, with the woman. They said that he was
never convicted on that, bro. A lot of people convicted. Nah, a lot of people got that misconception that he was he was charged, but he was never convicted for that, bro. You know what I mean? Did he sit down? Yeah, because we know when you dealing with charges and they ain't giving you no bond, you got to sit down until them charges is dealt with. But that don't mean that you was acquitted. That don't mean that you was convicted because you had to sit down and do time. That's when you get your time served. That's where time served comes from. For those that never went to jail, time served comes from how long you sit in jail waiting to go to your court proceeding and get your trial over and done with. Once your trial and all of that is over and done with, all them years you were sitting in jail before a trial is now added and deducted from your sentence as time served.
No, but hold on, brother. Because if my memory served me correct, right? Tupac was in a kangaroo court. They railroaded him and they convicted him of that crime, and he had went to prison. But hold on, Tupac was convicted of first degree actual, put an S in front of it, abuse in 1994, but he was acquitted of the more severe charges of, that's sodomite shit and raping, which was part of a broader gang raping allegation. So he was convicted of some dishonorable shit. I don't think the brother did it. I feel like he was railroad, but this is the thing, right? When he was convicted of it, he went to prison. Somehow, some way, he hooked up with Suge Knight. Suge Knight bailed him out of prison. When the fuck have you ever heard of a nigga getting bailed out of prison?
Exactly, bro. That don't happen, bro. That don't happen.
You get bailed out in the county jail. Now, if Tupac went to prison and they granted him an appeal, once they grant the appeal, you can get bailed out, but we never heard nothing about no appeal. But I'm going to do some digging and we're going to do some research. But say, man, hey, man, I appreciate you coming on here fucking with your player partner. I'm going to hit you in the inbox, man, and whenever you get some time, let's get another one there, man. Let's dive deeper into the things that we was just talking about, man, just to educate the people and give them something to think about, because we want to give y'all thought-provoking content. We want you to think. We ain't going to come on here and tell you what to think and this, that, and third. We want to teach you to think outside the box. Look, this is how you think outside the box, by having these type of conversations, these type of discussions or whatnot that can, and you know what it is. Any closing words?
All me and Jay is doing is giving y'all the ingredients and letting y'all make up y'all own meal with it. However y'all choose to prepare y'all meal is up to y'all. Y'all can grill it, y'all can fry it, y'all can saute it, y'all can flambe it, y'all can throw it in the air fryer, y'all can microwave it. Hey, you can boil it. Hey, we just giving you the ingredients. However you want to prepare your meal is up to you.
Right. And we got some very political brothers that's in here, man. Black Warrior Spirit, I see you, brother. I love you. That's my partner in the Bay. Queen, beautifully blessed. I'm not familiar with where she's from. I don't know where she's from, but she be in here, saying some profound shit. My other partner from the Bay, McGriff. To everybody, everybody, man, we appreciate y'all, man. We gonna set up a time for us to get back on here, and we gonna get back into this Adam 22 situation as well, man. And we about to start calling you, man. I can't speak for my brethren, but I'm about to start calling some of you niggas out, man, for all this motherfucking bootlicking, all this hypocrisy, all this. You'll go after a black man who got similar situations and allegations and all this shit is Adam 22 and a few other people. But when it comes to these motherfuckers, you don't hold them accountable. Hey, give us something in closing, man, so we can get up out this thing, man.
Hey, man, do on the others you want done on the you. You feel me? It ain't nothing that's more motherfucking critical in this point right now for us to wake up the youth, bro. If we on our last leg, we about to be up out of here, bro. You feel me? We got to wake up the youth. So even if you don't want to do it for you, hey, do it for them kids, bro. You feel me? Because we all got them in our lives. You know what I mean? So even if you don't want to do it for you, do it for the people. Hey, do it for the kids, bro, because they ain't even asked to be here.
Righteous fact. Hey, man, y'all step and be blessed as your player partner, Bobby WAJ, man. God bless y'all. I pray that God bless you with all the positive and productive desires of your heart. In 2026 and beyond, I pray that the Most High God put a hedge of protection over you and your loved ones. Too black, too strong. We all we need, we all we got. Let's live in peace before we be forced to rest in it, man. Y'all step.